Me and the Bet Detective might even go to the Sweet 16 here in LA. Talking about it. We're mulling it over. Thursday, 4:09 p.m. Now I know we're going to pick these, but I guess we're picking our bracket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're repicking the bracket. We're not taking the ATS yet.
Yeah. Okay. So stick with us tomorrow. We'll pick at ATS. All right. Well, right now we have UConn and San Diego State. San Diego State wins by 20. And gosh, man, I would love if I could vote for one.
San Diego State, they just blew out Yale. Let's just keep blowing these teams out, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
All those Northeast schools are all the same, right?
If I could have one win, if you told me, Dundee, you can have one win, it would be San Diego State beating UConn.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. But UConn will beat San Diego State because it's in fucking Boston. Then we have what's the next one? There it is. Iowa State taking on Illinois. Iowa State's going to beat Illinois. Very excited to watch that game, by the way. That game's awesome. I love the Illinois-Iowa rivalry there too. Carolina is going to beat Alabama in LA. And then also, I think Clemson's going to upset Arizona. Then Houston's going to beat Duke. Sorry, NC Nick. I'm still not buying into your bullshit. All right.
Don't apologize.
But I will say this: NC State beats Marquette. Pussy Pack in the Elite Eight. Also, Gonzaga shocks the world against Purdue. And then this is the hardest game. Creighton, Tennessee is incredibly fucking hard. Give me Creighton to win. Don't feel very good about that play. Mac, fire.
I still got all four Final Four teams, and I got some Elite Eight. So I actually, bracket wise, I've actually done pretty well. Let's go in the East. I did not have UConn or San Diego State. Shock the world. Give me San Diego State over
outright.
UConn. Yeah, outright. Keep those points, baby. Let's go. I remember people called me drunk for picking them against Alabama last year in the Sweet 16 too. I had Iowa State over not Illinois, but Iowa State to the Elite Eight. And I got. Are we advancing the Final Four?
Yeah.
Did I fuck this up? Go to the Final Four and then we'll go from there.
Okay. I got Iowa State. That's who I picked before the tournament. So I'll ride with my Cyclones. That's my team. I had Alabama and Arizona in the Elite Eight in my pre-bracket, so I'm going to stick with it. Roll Tide roll, and let's go Wildcats. And I got Arizona over Alabama in the Elite Eight. And who's in the top right region? That's Houston and Duke. I had Houston obviously get into the Final Four, so I got Houston over Duke. I did not have Marquette or NC State. Give me Marquette. I can't pick NC State. And then I got Houston over Marquette back in the Final Four, Kelvin Sampson. And in the bottom region, I had Gonzaga meeting Tennessee in the Elite Eight in my bracket. I'm going to stick with it. And I had Rocky Tap, Rick Barnes, go in the Final Four. So I'm going to stick with my Final Four. Iowa State, Arizona, Houston, and Tennessee.
Yeah, and just to piggyback that, my Final Four, I still have Iowa State. It's just the West. I have everyone else but the West. So in the West now, I am taking North Carolina to go to the Final Four. So it's North Carolina, UConn. Iowa State, North Carolina, Houston, and Gonzaga. I fucked that up for a second. Nick, fire away.
I see Ram or Rom in the chat says Mac hates North Carolina schools. I wonder if this is my old buddy Rom, who's a big UNC fan. I've seen him in the chat a couple times now. Let me know, man.
I did pick against all four ACC schools, so that is the least surprising.
Please keep doing it, because whatever you're doing is making the ACC win. So
hopefully I don't go 0-4 this time. The rest of my bracket's been good. It's those fucking ACC schools are fucking my shit up.
So I'm gonna take UConn over San Diego State. I do think San Diego State covers. UConn's just been. I know they've been looking dominant, blowing people out. It's not gonna be that easy of a trip to the Final Four. So I think this is a grinded out game. San Diego State is gonna scare the hell out of UConn, but they pull away. This next game I thought was one of the hardest because Illinois has looked great. Perhaps I've been underestimating Iowa State. I'll take the Cyclones, but that's a fantastic game I want to watch. I do have UConn coming out of that bracket beating Iowa State. I got UNC over Bama. I got Arizona over Clemson. Nice run, Clemson. I don't know if you have enough to win another. Then I have UNC beating Arizona. That's a fantastic matchup, like I said, just due to the Caleb Love thing. Top right, obviously Duke beats Houston. I don't think, if I'm gonna be honest, both of the ACC schools aren't going to win, so I'll take Marquette there. Then Duke beats Marquette. Purdue over Gonzaga. That's one thing where, I mean, I guess beating Grambling and Utah State shouldn't get anybody excited, but they have looked pretty damn good in the process.
Danny Sprinkle was interviewing for a job.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And the other really tough one is Creighton, Tennessee. I'll stick with Creighton, I suppose, and I'll have Creighton beating Purdue, which scares the hell out of me because I'm not all sold in on Creighton.
Well, Oregon should have beat them the other night. A 4-point lead, 35 seconds left. Noah, fire.
So I'm going UConn over San Diego State. I don't think the crowd is going to let them lose in Boston. So the bottom left one in the East was also very tough for me. I dove into it. So Illinois has scored less than 70 points only 3 times this year, and they're 1-2 in those games. Iowa State scored more than 70 points just 10 times this year. And when they do, Iowa State's given up 70 or more points 10 times this year. And when they do, they're 4-6 straight up. Iowa State has not scored 70 or more points in 6 of their last 9 games. Illinois can score on anybody in the country. I truly believe that. And you have to score with Illinois to beat them. I have the Illini over.
No, Big Ten Noah showing himself.
But I have that Big 12 defense.
I have UConn over Illinois to get to the Final Four. Then I'm going North Carolina over Bama. I'm going Clemson. Sorry. North Carolina over Bama. Arizona over Clemson. Arizona over North Carolina. Same thing. I think Arizona has a huge advantage in LA. Maybe my favorite Sweet 16 lock, Houston over Duke. Sorry, NC Nick.
All good.
And I do think that his point about only one of the ACC teams is winning. I like NC State over Marquette.
Pussy pack.
To get to the Elite Eight. Purdue over Gonzaga. Creighton over Tennessee. I have Purdue meeting Houston in the Final Four. My Final Four is pretty chalky. UConn, Arizona, Houston, Purdue.
Chalk.
And
who's going to cut down the nets?
Yeah, I have Houston beating Iowa State. Same as I did at the beginning.
Are you on the Big 12 experience, Colby?
Yeah, it's right. He tunes in every week, baby.
There's no way it goes this chalk, right?
Well, I
don't know.
I was unbiased, Nick. I had Arizona and Houston. So the current member of the Big 12 versus future member of the Big 12. So, I had to crowbar 2 Big 12 in unofficially. I don't know how chalky it's going to go the rest of the way. I feel like we got to get some upsets, right?
I don't know. Like, I blew up my bracket thinking we were getting plenty of upsets this year. I wasn't very sold on a lot of these higher seeded teams. And then it went all chalk. So I only had 6 Sweet 16 teams, but I actually have 6 Elite 8 teams as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, as we all, you know what? I didn't tout here because remember we did before the podcast, we did how many double-digit teams will win round 1.
Yeah.
It was 8. I called it. I think Noah was on 7. You guys might be on 6. The only problem is only one of those 8 won in the second round, which was NC State.
Yeah, fucking Oregon.
Of all the teams, why did they have to be the one, Colby? It's like, God damn.
Shout out to Les.
Y'all's irrational hate just propelled them to new heights.
Shout out to Les Ann. He goes, Colby is fatter than DJ Burns.
God damn. I think I hate you.
He's an NC State guy. I've been watching him in the chat. He's dropped a couple gems.
Let's go, Marquette. Please.
Hey, give me ice cream after this podcast like you were offering DJ Burns. All those fans were offering DJ Burns. I'll take it up all day. Let's go.
Are they offering ice cream? I had not.
That's a Kevin Keats. That's a Kevin Keats thing. After every win, he buys ice cream for the team.
Kevin Keats gonna get another extension after this run. He got the 2-year extension. He's about to get a fucking 4-year extension.
He might be there for life.
Jimmy V. Keats.
Yeah, shout out to Michael Huffer, by the way, who we met up with. But Lampkin versus Burns would have been fantastic.
Oh,
so Nick, I haven't heard from you on this one. How is the city of Raleigh? You were at a bar Right?
Oh, it was a blast, man. Yeah, I went actually down into like campus, which at my age I don't do it very often, but I had to for this matchup, and man,
are they bought all the way back in on Keats? Like, how's this gonna work out?
Well,
Yeah, lifetime deal, lifetime contract.
It's been a while since states made the Sweet 16, so they were
Mark
buying
Godfrey.
in. Yeah.
All right.
So our national champion picks are the same, or are you guys changing anything?
I still have Purdue over UConn.
Okay.
Part of me wants Benedict to take Houston over Arizona. I just like Houston more. If they play, I'm not rooting for Arizona, but I'll stick with my bracket, Arizona over Houston. But I will be rooting for Iowa State and Houston.
Big surprise.
All right. Well, look, we'll be back tomorrow.
Did Nick stay the same?
I mean, like, if I'm going to be honest, at this point, I think
Duke wins it all.
I mean,
Carolina.
I have to say that, but honestly, I want Carolina to lose every game. See, like, the difference between me and you is that I have rivalries in my conference, which I hate. I want them to lose. I wanted UNC to lose to fucking who they play round one. Howard or Wagner.
If it was in the Big 12, I'd be the same way. I would not root for them. But yes, I agree with you.
So I'm taking Duke, but do I honestly think they have a chance to win it all? Probably not. The Houston game is going to be very tough. So I think UConn's going to win it all.
Going with another Duke guy with the fucking Hurley family. Good God, it's disgusting. All right. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.